Good evening, everyone. Happy soon to be Thanksgiving. Wow, what a blessed year this has been. I pray that those of you who have been in Travorium for a while, that you really saw the power of this company this year, 2025, and how much we have so much to be thankful for, not just this week, not just on Thanksgiving, but just every day, because this truly, truly, truly is the Better Life Company. And you will hear some amazing testimonies tonight on why we are so thankful for not just, life itself, not just our families, but we're truly, truly thankful for this company. And Pastor Mel, it's always a joy to see you on the Zoom on Sunday night.
Joy to
Sometimes you guys, we're real people. We're gonna shock you by what I'm gonna say, but we don't always feel like getting on these Zooms. You would never know it, right? But guess what? We show up day in and day out because we know how amazing this company is. And if there's just one more person that can be encouraged tonight, one more person that says, hey, send me your link, I'm ready. It is all worth it. And this man of God, as you know, he's a pastor. And so, with me being PK, pastor's kid, growing up, Sundays, they are busy, they are tough. But guess what? Pastor Mel is always here on Sunday night, even when we're not here. And so I want y'all to show him some love. Let's get some hearts going. Let's send some more texts out to people, inviting them to this Sunday night fireside chat, because I tell you, it's a lot of sacrifice that go on each and every week by the leaders, and we do it because we know what this company can do
absolutely.
for an individual, for a family, for a marriage, for, just having that plan B, that sometimes ends up turning into a plan A. And so let's get these numbers up. And
Mhm.
I know that Pastor Mel, like always, is going to give us an amazing presentation. I tell you, there's none other in Travoyam that do it better than Pastor Mel. And
Yes.
so we're so excited to have him here tonight. So let's continue texting, posting. We got some amazing testimonies, and let's get the word out there.
Coach, love you so much. Thank you and Brother Mike for the leadership that y'all bring to a great group of individuals now all over the globe. Y'all doing the thing. And thank you for being who you are. And to Coach T, y'all keep my coach lifted up in prayer. She sent a message, got another death in her family and a whole lot of stuff going on with that. I think another loss of a loved one today, and she's with family out there, I believe in California, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong in the location where she is, but y'all keep her lifted up in prayer. I tell you,
No, she's been traveling. She has
yeah,
been traveling. Let me tell y'all something. I've been home from Thailand and Dubai probably about 10 days, maybe 12. Coach D hasn't made it back home yet. I mean, I am just at awe how this lady is
oh
able
God,
to just keep
oh
going
God,
and going and going and
yes,
going. So we definitely need to keep her in
yes,
prayer, keep her family in prayer, because I tell you, when you travel as much as we do, you
yeah,
know, it's a lot, y'all. It is a lot. And thank God we can travel for pennies on the dollar, because when Mr. Emergency come knocking on that door and we
yeah.
need a hotel room, we need a suite,
Mhm,
we need a
mhm,
getaway, I tell you
mhm.
what, this platform comes through every
Yeah,
single time.
every time, every time. Coach, would you do this? I'm not sure who the guests are supposed to be, and you are the co-host, so whatever, whoever you need to pull in whenever we're ready. I'm going to run through this. get everything pulled up. I have no clue who's coming on, but I know that you'll get them in place and in position. I'm going to share everything and I'm going to move with post haste. We say good evening, good evening, good evening once again to everyone under the sound of my voice. Shout out to the hearts. Shout out to all of the multitude of leadership in this company from the corporate, and shout out to all of the ambassadors who are leading the way to the better life that we have the privilege to participate in. I come with gratitude tonight. Very thankful for just being here and having the privilege to speak to you all. Present this information on behalf of Coach D and Coach Cynthia about the four things that we do better than anybody else on the planet, y'all. Better than anybody else on the block. I mean, there's no one doing what we do the way we do it, and we should be grateful for it. And let me say this for the benefit of our guests. I call you our VIPs. You are the most important persons of this equation. Please hear from my heart. We are not trying to get anything from you. We're going to do our best tonight to get a whole lot to you, though. And these are the four things that we do better than anyone. We show people how to travel more, how to travel better, how to travel for a whole lot less. And if you're open to it, not everybody is, and if you take notes and then take more action, we're going to show you how to get paid from this wonderful industry that we've come to love so very much. That has been the vision of Mr. and Mrs. Hart. They are just some of the best entrepreneurs you'll ever meet anywhere in anything, in any industry, and we're quite proud of them, quite grateful for their lives, for their testimonies, and for the integrity that they operate this worldwide company with, now operating in now more than 70 nations strong across three different continents, operating from three headquarters. I think we have about five languages that the company has to produce all of our material in because of the different languages that, places where we do business. And it's good to know that from the first day to this present moment, it's been a debt-free company. The company, I believe, is somewhere right now grossing about $100 million a year, somewhere in that neighborhood, um, paying out tens of millions of dollars to everyday ordinary people who understand what time it is, that it's time for them to get a piece of the pie. And that pie can be as big or as small as you want it to be. You get to choose your slice. Somebody put that in the comments. You get to choose your slice. And the thing that I love about this company as well is it makes room for everybody. No respect of persons. I love that. These leaders have put this thing out in such a way. It's literally, in my best estimation, in my humble view, it is a gift from God, and so are they. Let's look at what we do and how we do it. Well, Mr. Warren Buffett said this powerful statement: if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. Somebody put that in the chat. That's not my portion. Put it in the chat. That's not how I'm going out. I'm not going out like that. Man, too many folk are stressing out on their way to work or on their way home because they know they got to go back again. And listen, work is the fundamental element, that makes things happen. So we're not against jobs. We are against not having a plan B, though. You need to have something that you can own. You can have something with your name you can put on it. You need to have something you can pass on to your children and your children's children, and you can't do that with a job. You need to have something that pays you even when your eyes are closed. So much so that tonight maybe we'll have time to tell you that even after you're long dead and gone, sleeping in your grave and ready to get up with Christ, that you're still getting paid. I know what I'm talking about there. Somebody go ahead and put it in the chat. I know that's right. Listen, this travel industry is $10 trillion strong at the present moment, but don't sleep on it because over the next 8 years, to be exact, it'll surpass $15.5 trillion. That's saying something right there, y'all. That's a major clue. This is the business of many people's dreams. People dream about it, but we don't dream with our eyes closed in Trevorium. We dream with our eyes wide open because we doing a thing, y'all. If you've ever wanted to travel, as they say, like a rock star, this is the way to do it. And I say that with the experience of being a veteran travel agent for now 14 years. My wife and I, we have family members who've been travel agents for 20 and even 40 years. So that's the space that we come from. But that is not this, and this is not that, and that doesn't have anything on this. If you ever wanted to travel, this is the best way to do it. And in my estimation, this is the best way to create unlimited income as well in this home-based business. This is the type of home-based business where you're not going to have to rack up, stack up, and pack up a whole bunch of stuff and put it in your closet, put it in the trunk of your car, ship it off at the post office, or maybe you need to go to UPS this time because the box was too big. You don't have to figure all that out. It's real simple, y'all. It's travel. And what you see on the screen is what you get. But here's the difference with us. You'll never keep those retail prices that you'll have to keep if you don't come on over to the light of this club. All the resorts, the hotels, the cruises, the activities that you love to do already or plan to do, all the tours you'll take, the entertainment and the fun you have, the parks you'll go to, they're going to charge you a arm, a leg, a kidney, a spleen, and anything else they can get away with. But if you ever wanted to stop paying retail, here's your sign. Let's look at what we can do for you. We can put you in a place and in a position with this membership to never pay retail again. In fact, we're going to show you how to make the worst price you'll ever pay is being in a position where you're going to get travel agent pricing without even being a travel agent. So hold that thought. It's all through this membership, and I recommend the platinum level because the platinum level of membership, when you invest into it, every 12 to 14 months, you're going to get approximately 2 vacations. And when I say vacations, I mean vacations. And it's built upon our what we call our point system. Now there's a couple of kind of points. I don't want you to miss this point and get those confused. You have your travel points, and we literally live by those. But then you have what we call your loyalty points, and that's a great way for you to win as well. With your loyalty points, that takes place when you book anything in our search engine that's really what we call a net zero search engine. You're getting travel agent rates without being a travel agent. And everything you book there, whether it's a cruise, flight, or anything, you're going to get 3% cash back. And those points will continue to accumulate, therefore being usable for even more of what you've already been getting. If you want to put it on your cruise, if you want to put it on your flight, if you want to put it on your next hotel or your next resort, or even some of the things you'll do along with your adventures. It's a great way to literally stack up your points and get even more discounts. But the part I love the most is the fact that you can use this travel platform if you're not afraid to share it with a few people who will then share it with a few people. If that's not you, you're in the right place at the right time because I'm telling you, we tend to share everything, but we don't get paid for what we share. This is not that. You're going to get paid for what you share over here. So much so that you can literally create an unlimited amount of income. But let me just say it this way, the only limit to the income that we earn is really ourselves. Let's start at the top with the type of travel that we have at our fingertips by being a member in the club. First, you get travel agent rates without being a travel agent. Now, I mentioned to you because most people don't know that even as a travel agent, you're getting a discount based upon the fact that the commission that you would usually earn when someone else uses your service, that commission comes right back to you. So that is a discount if you want to look at it that way. But this over here, we get even better than that. I'm going to show you what you've been missing out on, but you just didn't know you were missing out on. They used to say a thing when I was coming up, what you don't know can't hurt you. The devil is a lie. Look at how you've been hurting and didn't even know it at more than 2 million destinations around the globe. People are paying the prices that you're going to see in white or you see in blue. These are the prices of the retail giants, Expedia, Priceline. Those are the major two. All the others are mostly subsidiaries of those two organizations. Now, those are multi-billion dollar companies, They pay their top brass millions of dollars in annual bonuses, and it's okay. It is what it is. But the thing of it is money that they got by overcharging you. And this is what I would encourage you to do. Never let that take place again. Why? Because you can get the prices over here in red. In white, you see 4,400 for this amazing destination in Miami Beach. And it sounds about right when you're comparing it to all the other retail organizations. But when you look at what we can do for you in red, that's just over 2,300. That's over $2,000 savings. Look at this one. Compare what's in red again to what's in white. That red, 1546. Now this one is in Vegas. But in white, that's almost $300 for the exact same thing. The room is the same. The bed is the same. The comforter on the bed is the same. The refrigerator in the room is not going to get any colder, and the microwave is not going to nuke your food to make it any hotter. It's the same. The only thing that's different, y'all, is the price. You're paying almost, let me go back to it. Look at the math. You do the math. You're paying almost 20 times more because you don't know what you don't know. And what you don't know is hurting you. It's hurting everybody. That's why we want our family and our friends to know. The last example I'll show you, there's thousands of them. 5,000 plus dollars for this particular property. This one is in San Diego, beautiful part of the country, but not that beautiful that I want to pay 2.5 times the price. But that's what people are paying all day, every day, because they just don't know. And anything they compare it to is only a few $100s difference at best, but not so much with Trevorium. Our price is under $2,000. That's over 2.5 times the savings amount. Listen, guys, let me say it this way. I'm going to make a bold statement, but we can back our claim up with receipts. It costs you more money not to be in the club than it would cost you to be in the club. When you get a membership with Trevorium, not only does it pay for itself, but in many cases, from the money you're already spending on the travel you're already taking, please hear me when I say this, you could have had 2 and 3 memberships. So it only makes sense to do one thing. Get with the person that shared this information with you and ask them for their ID. Listen, there's another part of the program, and this part I love even more than the first part I just shared with you. This is what we call our getaways. There are more than 2,000 of these every single year that we have access to. I'll just run through a few. Look at Canary Islands. Drop down to the price in red. Don't be shocked, but this is what we do for our members. When you use your membership points, remember I told you you have travel points and loyalty points. When you use your travel points, you could always use none of your points, some of your points, or all of the points required to knock the price down to the lowest level possible. I'm showing you some of the lowest levels possible here on these particular destinations, and they usually will require about 1,500 to 1,700 points, somewhere in that neighborhood for 90% of our inventory. Well, when you do that, that price that you see for Canary Islands, that's not even a nightly price, y'all. That's a weekly price. That's 8 days, 7 nights for $7. Hear me when I say that. Do the math. That's $1 a night. Tell me where you can spend $1 a night. You can't do that at your house. Listen, Cabo, $149. 8 days, 7 nights. That's a 1 bedroom suite. Orlando, $142. That's a 2 bedroom suite. This is what we do for folk all day, every day, all around the country and all around the globe, and more than 70 nations strong. That's why members of our club travel more than anybody else, unless you're a pilot working for the airlines. Look at the world tours. Now we're getting to the favorite part of the program, at least for me. I want all of our members to, in the chat, if you can just type it out, the particular world tours that you've gone to and you've stayed at over the past couple of years. Go ahead and type them in the chat. Let our guests know the name of the destination, not the hotel or the city. Don't put the hotel. Put the particular city that you were in, and put how many nights, what your perks were, and how many nights you stayed. Look at Venice. Look at Dubai. Look at Montego Bay. Look at those prices. those prices on the retail um, arena would cost five and sometimes to seven times more than what you're seeing on the screen. And you're always seeing price for two, even when it includes breakfast, and even when, as in the case of Montego Bay, even when it's all inclusive. Vegas, y'all, that's $19. Mind you, that would be extremely amazing to get a price like that at a five-star hotel in Vegas for a night. But that's not even for the night, y'all. That's for 5 days and 4 nights. Same thing with Hawaii. Same thing with New York. Two very expensive cities or states to stay in, but understand this, when you're in our program, it changes your whole way you travel. That's why we show you how to travel better, travel more, travel for a whole lot less. And in a moment, we're going to show you how to get paid from this industry called travel. It all starts with you grabbing your membership. Now, I'm going to personally recommend the platinum package because God knows I love a getaway. I love taking a break. I love all those things, seeing my wife happy and smiling and spending quality time with friends at least 4 times a year and sometimes more than that. And to be able to do that at the most affordable rate, you want to have enough points. And you're going to maximize your points with the platinum package. In fact, you'll invest $269.95, but hold that thought because there's another $99.95 that's the partnership fee that I'm going to show you. You definitely want to combine those together. I'll do the math now. It's going to be $370 if you combine those together. That's my personal recommendation, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. But look at what you're getting. You're getting 270 travel points per month at the investment of $135 US dollars each month as well. So $135 each month becomes 270 travel points. And I'm telling you, this is how the math works. You can travel so much further with 270 travel points than you can with 135 US dollars. And it's all because of the power of this worldwide club called Travorium. Notice also up to 80% off. That's on the world tours as well as with the getaways. Now, when you come on over to the titanium, you're going to notice number one, it is less. You're investing less. It will be 250 when you add that annual fee all together, and it's $75 a month, and you're getting 150 points. Not a bad operation when you're comparing it to only retail. But when you compare that to the platinum, notice you're only getting up to 50% off. That means you're missing 30%. Come on, put this in the chat. Don't leave that on the table. You want every discount you got coming your way. And I'm telling you, that 30% will not only make up the difference, it will more than pay for itself as you travel. The silver package, not so much. It says no travel points. And if you look at it quickly, because it has no travel points, that means when we go on the world tours and when we go on our getaways, the best we can do is send you a postcard. But let me tell you how this thing will work to your advantage, not just to save you a ton of money, but to make an unlimited amount of income. It's based upon you. The only limitation is based upon the person you see in the mirror. Now, let me say it very quickly. We're going to all talk about the platinum level of membership. All the stats, all the numbers I'm going to give to you tonight are based upon the platinum plan. When you refer 3 people, somebody say compensation, because that's what we're going to talk. And we're shifting gears. We're moving, Tanya, from recreation to compensation, Tasha. Here we go. Let's talk about it. Remember, I told you that $99.95 annual fee? That's going to cover everything you need to make this a full-fledged turnkey business. Just add water and stir, and you're good to go. All the tax advantages, the training, marketing videos, everything you need in your back office reporting, and your website, of course. Can't do business without that. All of that is included for $99.95 every 12-month period, and you're paying that upfront in advance. And I caution you, pay that upfront. Don't even think about it. It's not even worth the thought because it's going to pay you back many times over. When you share this with 3 people on the platinum level who caught the clue and they see what you saw and they want to do what you do, listen, you're getting paid $137 a month through our daily residual pay compensation. That means $4.45 a day is going into your account. Multiply that times 30 days. That's $137 every single month. That's $2 more than you're paying the company for your membership. So keep this in mind. Now, your membership is being paid for from your profit rather than out of your pocket. But remember, you still got $2 left, and you still have 270 travel points accumulating. Let's max that out over a 12-month period. Now you have enough volume of what we call the travel points is about the equivalent of 3,500 or even up to $5,000 in travel on a retail basis, and you have $2 a month times 12 months. That's $24. Here's how that works. Go get you a souvenir on one of your world tours and enjoy yourself in at least two of those destinations, and you're going to have the time of your life. But it's going to get better than that. Shout out to all of our directors who have their first three people. If you do that in your first 30 days, there's another bonus for you. Four one-star directors. Those are the persons who upped the game. They kept it moving. Coach D says they stuck in their state and they got their pay. Here it is. With four persons, teamwork makes the dream work. Get them plugged into your leaders. Get them plugged into the presentations that you saw yourself that are working for you. Here's what that's going to do for them. Same thing it did for you. It got you in position. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to do that with this. Don't complicate it because it's very simple. When you plug them into the system that's already working, the four that you have is going to become eight on your left, same on your right with a total team of 16. That means teamwork makes the dream work, and your paycheck is going to go up to $300 to $700 every single month based upon our $10 a day daily residual pay plus coded leadership bonuses. But we're going to keep it moving. Shout out to all of our one stars, all of our wonderful one stars out there making it happen. But you want to keep it moving to this powerful position called the two-star director. You need five to make that live. But don't stop there. That's your minimum. Don't make that your maximum. Go to 10 and beyond because if you stop at five, you're stuck at $750 a month. Not that that's bad. That's significant when you only have a team of 50 people, five personal to you, and 25 on the left, 25 on the right that came from your team members. That's not a bad number. As a matter of fact, it's probably the largest number in the industry that I've seen. But here's the math, how the math works. If you go beyond 10, every month you add one person personally to your team through your ID, there's another $750 with your name on it. So that's a full $1,500 a month, plus all the coded leadership bonuses that go with it. That can go up to 22,000, 2,400 a month. I've even heard as much as 4,000 a month in some cases with some of the persons who have accomplished two-star director. But let me tell you my favorite part about the two-star director position. Some say it's the ring, that's the thing. Some say it's the certificate and all the recognition of everybody getting to know you and all that and walking across the stage. That's great and fine. But what I say is the fact that your business becomes willable and transferable at the two-star director position. That means you have something you can pass on to your children and your children's children. Shout out to Ava and Gracie, two baby girls, 8 and 10 years old, who have recognized the power of the two-star position, two-star director position, because their papa, their grandfather, when he passed, the business was put in their name as a revocable will and trust with the help of their beautiful grandmother who made it happen. And listen, y'all, this is real money in real time residual income. By the time those young ladies are 18, my God, my God, my God, you want to get this in your life. You want to rush to your two-star director position. Let's go to the three-star directors. Three-star directors, they have seven personals. Teamwork makes the dream work. That doesn't change. Remember, they already had 50 as a two-star director. Now with that team of 50, they're still building. And they're going to help others are going to become directors in their group. Others are going to become two-star directors and one-star directors. And as a result of that group, with 63 on the left, same on the right, guys, that's $2,100 minimum to $3,000 a month. And in many cases, we have so many three-star directors who make much more than that. But listen, that's not a bad start for a team of just over 120 persons. Between the two-star director and the three-star director position, depending upon who you are and what you do, there are so many people, their options change. Maybe you can retire early. You can probably pay that mortgage off sooner. You can probably do some things, that you weren't going to be able to do before because of just your job income, but now those things are optional. It changes your whole life from the two-star to the three-star. But my God, you want to talk about some real changes? Keep it moving. Let's go to the four-star director. That is the person who has 8 personals and a team of 125 platinums on the left, same on the right. Guys, that's $3,100 to $4,000 a month. And some of our four-star directors are earning as much as $60,000 a year. And what are they doing? They're really doing the same thing that the three-star and the two-star are doing. They're just doing more of it, and they're leading a team that's duplicating the effort. This is the thing about duplication. The person who can teach duplication, the person who can lead, the person who can inspire a team. Take those gifts and talents that you're using on your job and use just a portion of it here and watch what happens. But all roads lead to ambassador. Where are our ambassadors at? I'm not talking about the ones already getting paid as such, but I'm talking about the ones who are about to. I'm excited for what's about to happen in your life, in your neck of the woods. Y'all better put it in the chat. You better you better confess it with the words of your mouth. That is me. All of our ambassadors are six-figure income earners. Shout out to all of our ambassadors in this team who have led the way and show what can be done. Once you have 9 persons on your team and you allow teamwork to make the dream work, and you have 188 platinums on the left, same thing on the right, you're officially a six-figure income earner. And the average ambassadors in our club, they earn anywhere from 100 to $300,000 a year. But keep in mind, we have ambassadors who are earning upwards of 400, 500,000 a year, and we even have one that has already crossed over a million. And there are a number that are right on his tail to do the same thing. So this is a thing that's a finish line, and it keeps moving because so many other persons coming behind the leaders are becoming leaders themselves. And let me tell you this, no one can stop you from what you have to do if you choose to do it. The only limitation, again, will be yourself. We're grateful that this is an opportunity. Of course, it is a business. None of this is promised to you. It's not a lottery ticket. It's not a guarantee. It's based upon your work ethic. It's based upon your staying power. It's based upon your integrity. It's based upon those types of factors. But those things are up to you. It does more than a job will because it's something, again, that you can will to your children's children. The ambassador perks, listen, we thank God that the Louis Vuitton experience, the global bonus pool, the other annual vacations that most of the expenses are paid, and so many other things that they do. Those are just extra perks to encourage and inspire and really let the ambassador leaders know that they are appreciated. Shout out once again to all of our ambassadors. But here's what I want to say in closing before we get to the best part here. We have in the year behind us, 2024, over 25,000 new persons came in to their membership. The light came on, the clue was received, and they said, let's do this. This year, y'all, we've already surpassed that. And I think we surpassed what we did last year, probably in our 8th or our 9th month. Guys, we're just getting started about what's going to happen. This thing is explosive. This thing is like putting a match on some kerosene. It's about to blow up. And if I were you, I would get that ID of the person that invited you to get this information, not because they wanted to get something from you, but because they wanted to get something to you. Coach Cynthia, I want to thank you for allowing me to present tonight.